Welcome to the KKC 6 o'clock news on channel 69, presenting you a special on the current war between the Allied and Central Powers. The Central Powers were Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Allied Powers were U.S., Italy, France, Britain, and Russia. And what were the main causes, you may ask? Well, they could be represented by the acronym MAIN, M meaning militarism, which is the belief or desire of a government or people that a country should maintain a strong military capability and be prepared to use it aggressively to defend or promote national interests. Hey Kyle, see that behind me? Man, I got 10 million troops. How many do you have?
That's nothing. I have like 12 now.
Well, I have 5 boats. How many do you have?
Well, I have 15.
Yeah, that's got a bigger army. God. And the A stands for alliances, which is a union or association formed for mutual benefits, especially between countries or organizations. What do you want, America?
Well, France, we would like you to be in alliance with us in the Great War, if you could.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, you mean what?
I mean, that we would be delighted to fight with you to take out Germany.
Better. Well, we'll see you in the war.
And the I stands for imperialism, which is a policy of extending a country's power and influence through diplomacy or military force.
Have mercy.
Never. Yes, fight to go over South Africa. And the N stands for nationalism, which is having pride in one's home country. Let's see if I got that. Yes, I got that right. Oh, where's the Archduke?
Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing? This is my nice little chair here.
For Serbia! And now we're to our good old buddy Colton with how the U.S. got involved.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you about how the U.S. got involved in the Great War. Well, it can be remembered as the boat in the note, with the boat being the sinking of the Lusitania, and the note being the Zimmerman note. Now, the sinking of the Lusitania was a passenger ship that had gotten blown up and had U.S. weaponry and a bunch of other stuff on it to help out with the war. But Germany said that any boats that were in a certain parameter within Europe, then they would get blown up. And apparently that boat was in that parameter, so it got blown up. But the U.S. didn't like that because Germany had killed innocent people that were on the ship. And the Zimmerman note is a note that Germany had sent to Mexico through a telegram, which stated that if Mexico helped Germany in the Great War, then Germany would get back the land that Mexico had lost in the Mexican-American War. Well, Britain intercepted that note, and they showed that to the U.S., and the U.S. didn't like that. Therefore, U.S. got involved in the Great War. And thank you guys for watching this section of the KCC News on Channel 69. I'm Colin Moranville. Thank you for watching.
Stop! Oh, my shoulder. Look, your neighbor, State Farm's there.
What you need, Kyle?
I got shot.
Need any backup or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing I brought this baby.
There's a guy over there.
I'll get him.
You're good. My shoulder still hurts.
State Farm agents are there when you need them.
Thanks, Colin. Now we'll go to Kyle Heller for the battle techniques that were used in the war.
Hey, kids. Are you ready to learn battle techniques of World War I? Well, there was trench warfare, chemical warfare, and there was unrestricted... Alright, well, trench warfare was when one army would build a trench that is about 8 to 10 feet deep in the ground. Once they have built that, they would wait for the enemy to walk into no man's land, and then they would shoot them up. Chemical warfare involves using the toxic properties of chemical substances as weapons. Unrestricted submarine warfare was first introduced in World War I in early 1915, when Germany declared the area around the British Isles a war zone, which all merchant ships, including those from neutral countries, would be attacked by the German Navy.
Thank you, Kyle. Now back to you, Colin, for life on the home front.
Well, life on the home front was kind of difficult because of the Selective Service Act, which made all men between the ages of, I believe it was 20 and 35, I believe. All young men to the war. And they had to be drafted into the war, and if they didn't go to the war, then they did some jail time. Alright, they also had victory gardens, apparently. And
What they say would help the soldiers.
Alright, victory gardens, I suppose they helped the soldiers because then you grew food for the soldiers at war and then you gave them food. And yeah, am I done here?
Thanks, Colin. You can go pick up your check at the front desk.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Well, back to the show. Now, France, Italy, Britain, U.S., they all met up to sign the Treaty of Versailles.
Versailles, you idiot.
Okay. Versailles. But Germany, they weren't there because they were blamed for the war. And so they had to pay $33 billion, yes, $1 billion in war reparation. Thank you for watching the KKC News on Channel 69. Hope you enjoyed.
Shambo?
It's 2 out of 3. Please, 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 2 out of 3. No!